Hello, Amanda here with Crafting with Amanda, and I'm here with our Coast to Coast August 23 collaboration, and our hashtag is hashtag C2CAUG23, and our prompts this month are friendship, song lyrics or poem, monochromatic color, and interactive. And it's funny, as I saw these today or not today, but this week as I was putting my layout together, I was like, oh, monochromatic color, that's always hard for me, and last time I struggled, and then I started to read the smaller words underneath, and it was like photo complementary color. So it was like, I can do this. So then I started with friendship, and we have these wonderful friends that I went to high school with, the gal there in purple, and my husband actually graduated from the same college and then later shared a house with her husband. They met because we were dating. So those are the kind of friends that I strongly recommend in your life. So I had lots of photos, and then I needed a layout to bring them all together, so I found this inspiration layout on Pinterest. I will apologize for my voice. I am fighting some sort of a coughing virus. It's definitely a chest congestion thing. So I went, and going with the monochromatic theme, I was thinking I wanted to pull the blues out of the photos, and I thought, there's some reds or oranges in there from the snow fences, and I was like, all right, I think this will work. We'll have the blue because blue and orange are across the color wheel from each other. And then I was looking on my list of what colors have blue in them, and I saw Serenity, and I was like, okay, that's one of my favorite papers. I forgot actually that it had the winter theme with all of the pine cones on it, but when I went to the paper pack, I found this pine cone paper. I pulled out periwinkle and bluebell because that was the color in the Serenity paper pack. And then I also typed up my journaling and did bullet points, and that's there on the left-hand page. But I found this sledding song poem that I thought was just perfect. It's just talking about winter and going out and having fun in it, and that's exactly what we were doing. So then after I arranged all my pieces, I went to my stamp stash, and I pulled out all of these older stamps that had different sizes, shapes of snowflakes, even different styles, and I decided who cares, so I got out a bunch of blocks and put them on, and then I'm just going to do some random stamping with the snowflakes and the sapphire and periwinkle. While you watch me do some random stamping here, and I'm doing a rock and roll technique, so I will describe that. So the lighter color out of the two is the periwinkle, so I'm stamping the whole image of the stamp in that ink pad first, like I'm getting it all covered in periwinkle ink, and then I'm rolling it or rocking it back and forth, or even just tapping it up the side of the ink pad to get some color in the middle, and that's what's giving me the two tones on these snowflakes. So while you watch me do some of this, I'm going to share more about the Coast to Coast collaboration. Kim Ferguson and I kind of put our heads together and decided we wanted to do something to help more close to my heart consultants or makers now be able to get together and showcase our close to my heart products, because sometimes people haven't heard of us in different parts of the country and the world. But then we realized, why limit it to just the makers? There are many people that like to use close to my heart products because they're amazing. So we opened this up to anybody could come and participate in these challenges. And it's just been so much fun seeing what the 4 prompts are each month, and then what people come up with using those prompts. And the Stories by Stacy is the collection that we're using. We're going to do that for the rest of the year. If you want to see what our prompts are for next month, go to the end of the video, and I have the draw for our September challenge. If you want to join our Facebook group because you want to follow the prompts, and you don't have to do videos. It's ideal if you do videos for our sake, just because we're trying to get more people on a hop, so it's more fun for the viewers. But if you just create a layout and want to put the hashtag C2CAUG23, or for next month SEP23, it'll be one place that everybody can come and kind of see what the same 4 prompts produced with all these different people. So now after I've random stamped, I want to give it some more depth or texture. So I'm just taking my blender brush here with the periwinkle and just adding a little bit of background color. After I finish on this page, I will go ahead and do a little bit on the left hand side page of this double layout. I also want to mention, if you didn't catch it, that the darker, kind of the more solid star shape snowflake, I was doing second generation, so I was inking it up in sapphire and then stamping it off and then putting it on the page. It just kind of gave that softer look. But I do want to do a shout out. I know Dana Terry, Designs by Dana, Linda Mowat, I might be saying her name wrong, the scrapping photographer, or the scrappy photographer. Check out, if you search for Linda Mowat, Mowat, you will find her, and Linda's with a Y. Oh, that's the one that I was telling you I was doing the second generation. And then Mel W. Scrapping is playing along as well this month. Kim still is not able to get into her craft studio due to some family issues that she's having to be there and help take care of things. I really love how the snowflakes, the variety, doing the rock and roll with them, really kind of help balance this page out. It just, to me, I kept putting the snowflakes on there and I was like, oh, I'm feeling this. I added the little bit of the periwinkle with the blending brush behind, and it's funny how after all these years we can still learn more techniques or different ways to layer on our colors and pages and have fun. Now this Snow Much Fun, I did 4 layers, so I cut it out on the Cricut and then just stacked all 4 layers together. And then the glitter paper that you saw at the beginning, I also cut out on the Cricut. And all of these snowflakes, I actually have an old stamp envelope because I double up my stamps, so I ended up with extra plastic envelopes. I have a whole bunch of variety of snowflakes, whether they were die cuts or Cricuts or punches, and so these will be added to those. But it's hard to see on the video how much impact these little glitter snowflakes just really make this layout pop. I thought about adding shimmer brush, but then I felt like if I had done shimmer brush, it was going to be too much. It was going to have your eye just going in 18 different directions, where by just doing a few little clusters intermixed with the random stamping snowflakes, it just worked for me. So let's see if I can summarize our prompts and what I've done here. I have friendship represented by this wonderful family that we are friends with. Our kids were born 10 weeks apart, our oldest, so we've always had great times with them. My song lyrics or poem is that Snow Fun poem, or Sledding Snow poem. Monochromatic, I chose all blue tones. French Vanilla was my base white, and then I added grades and blues from there. In interactive, I do have a couple flip flaps just so that I could get all of the photos in. So have fun creating. These prompts are to help you get inspired and get your stuff out and think a little differently about your layouts. I would love to have you play along with us. Be sure to check out the video below. Hello, I'm going to draw our prompts for C2C September 23. So our first one is ready. Let's just do, actually I'm going to do one. So that one's family. I'm going to do the second one, quote. And I shuffle these up here. I should just make sure you know that I shuffle these. I'll do the third one now in this stack. Ooh, pocket. And again, I'll shuffle these. And the fourth one, 2, 3, 4, is technique. So for September, hashtag C2C, Sep23, we have family, spouse, parents, whatever. Do a quote from a movie or a book. Make a pocket and a technique. Remember, these are for inspiration. You can join us at our group. There'll be a link in the description below the video for where you can join us if you want to play along. Have fun. Thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to go send some love to all of the other creators this month. Dana, designs by Dana, the scrapping photographer, Mel W. Scraps. Blessings.